Hey! What's up, YouTube? It's the weekly Big Gamers Small Talks podcast. We got a lot to talk about. We got a special guest this week with us. The gentleman that's behind, that started the Gears of War collection movement, the Marcus Phoenix collection. Get and shout yourself out.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Iron Wolf, the new trendsetter for Xbox on Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
For your ass. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Crap, what's on today's agenda?
Okay, well, maybe we should dive right in with the, there was this article that some asshat made.
Wait, hold on. There you go, I'm sorry.
There we go.
There's some article that this asshat made called 5 Reasons You Should Trade in Your Xbox One, and it was just like the most ridiculous stuff I've ever seen. It was, you know, it was the funniest thing. I don't know, have you guys seen it? I know Iron Wolf, I believe, has seen it. Have you guys seen it at all?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen the reasons why, and it was like laying off jobs and all this little crap. Yeah, it's crazy.
They were talking about Sony's visions for games, like their vision moving forward towards their games like Vision X and them kind of games.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Dookie Universe.
That has to be a joke. That has to be.
Hey, it's from Canada, so a joke. It doesn't even have to be technically a joke, and it's still a joke, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh God.
Okay. Here, I'll run down some of the reasons, real quick. The first reason was layoffs, and I mean that's a pretty ridiculous reason, considering Sony was the one that was laying off people before it was cool. Let's see. And the second reason is the soon-to-be biggest new IP of all time, Destiny. Are you shitting me? Because this is a multi-platform game, and it's going to be the same on both consoles. Yeah, PlayStation users get the beta for a few extra days, but let's get real here. You can play this game, the same exact game, on the Xbox One. You could play the same exact game on the 360 if you want to. The Xbox One's trade-in value isn't that bad right now. Well, no shit. The thing just came out. You know, hey, the PS4's hey, newsflash, guys, the PS4's trade-in value isn't that bad right now either. Let's see, the number 4 reason was the graphics will never look better than the PS4's. Okay, is that like a huge reason for people? I mean, the 360's graphics weren't as good as the PS3's for a lot of the exclusives, but I mean, did that really affect anybody? And the number 5 reason was the PS4's visions, support, and longevity, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
His closing argument is the PS4 isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's about as solid as an investment as gamers can make. Does he not notice that there's articles floating around that Sony could go out of business within the next 2 years? It's like a 75% chance. I mean, so clearly this guy's, you know, kind of off his rocker a bit.
This is dipshit, right? So you can't play a game, or you can't own both consoles. And because Microsoft had some layoffs, that was mostly due to the cell phone department. You know, that's why I don't understand hypocrisy in this community.
Yeah.
You hear Microsoft, I guess they get back to being the hardcore gaming machine how it used to be for the original Xbox. Now, like I said before, it didn't bother me about the entertainment stuff. I get it. No one plays games 24/7. You know what I mean? But if this is the thing that Microsoft wants to, you know, bring home about, you know, they're going to ask for the entertainment shit, fine, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, that's like they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. You know what I mean? They make things, you know, they make it. That's what you guys are complaining about. Well, Sony, you know, I mean, this and you know, it's okay, but Sony talk about powers. But when Microsoft talks about the Halo TV show, it's a problem. Like, you know, like like I said, I've been checked out of this shit a long time ago, man. You know, I just sit back. All this dumb shit, man. But it's far reach, but you can't own both consoles, right?
Right.
Hey, listen, just going by the portfolio right now, the Xbox One has the most games. Well, you know, AAA games. You know.
It's a slippery slope when you start talking about those little, quote unquote indie games, you know. Because people will throw them things in your face like in a heartbeat, no lie.
And ain't nobody wanting to play no indies all day.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap for that crap.
Yeah.
I've already discredited this article by watching it, man. Just discredit the damn thing, man. Waste of time reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt stupider after having read it. I was like, I was in the mind of a Sony fan, and I didn't like it. I'm sorry.
Well, here's how you have to dismiss it. You could either say to yourself, this is somebody who is a journalist who knows what they're talking about, or you could say a 13-year-old in between hockey practice in Canada went on his daddy's computer and wrote up an article.
Well, it's definitely not a legit. It's not a legit site or a legit journalist.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with B.
Yeah, so just forget about it.
It was a bunch of kid reasons.
Yeah, that was some of the worst. I think that article gave me cancer. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get it checked out.
Hey, you know what? It brought me in tears.
I was surprised. This is like the article. If you check M4G, it's one of the top 2 highest things on there right now. I'm like, are you serious? You know, I mean, and that gives you the mentality of N4G. You know
what? That shows you the level of hate that a lot of people have for Microsoft, man. When something as childish as that is number 2 on that leading, you know what I'm saying, as news. That's crazy.
The ponies are running with it, man. They're running far.
They're running with it, man. Yeah, hooves is definitely clicking. Good grief. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. That's a pretty sad part right there.
You know what's sad though? If people don't, even if you're a Sony fan, oh my god. You guys know I don't really give a shit about Nintendo. I don't care for the Wii U. But you would never see me go like, 5 reasons why you shouldn't own a Wii U. Like, what the fuck is, that's the craziest shit ever, man.
You just got one reason. It's dog shit.
Yeah. It's dog shit. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, man. These rabbits. I don't know what the fuck. They just found their way with this propaganda shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I thought we were all gamers at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird situation because people are holding a grudge a lot longer against Microsoft for whatever reason than I actually thought. If you look at even the PS3, I believe that was a far bigger mess, and people kind of forgave that much quicker. You know what I mean? So the fact that Microsoft the other news that's topping the thing on M4G, which is about Microsoft, is they were holding some kind of event, and they mentioned Xbox Live at QuakeCon.
Yeah.
And they got booed by the PC gamers.
But that happens every year. That happens every year at QuakeCon. It's a PC.
Yeah, but they make it. Yeah, but they make it. They make it out to be like because everybody hates Microsoft. Yeah, exactly. So while they could have said PSN and it would have got booed as well. But the fact that I found it funny that it's booing deals. They're talking about good deals on Xbox Live, and these people are they averse to good deals? I mean, do they not realize that they're PC idiots and they don't actually own anything? You're downloading all that stuff. They're touting Steam games and they're buying all these games because they're cheap and they're never playing them.
Right.
So I mean, who's really the idiot?
I blew the dust off my Steam account last night, this morning. Yeah, I don't know, man. Here's my thing: play what you like what you like, play what you like. You know what I mean? With some people, I don't. I don't let someone else comment. I mean, their opinion sway my purchase. I mean, I like what I like. I would say what I eat, what you eat don't make me shit. I think these motherfuckers are foolish. Just because you write this article or whatever, that you're gonna stop someone from going out and buy the Xbox One. If they want to play the Halo collection, or the Marcus, whatever, I think it's the silliest shit ever. That's fair. That's fair on their part. You know what I mean? They don't want the Xbox One for whatever reason to be successful. Hey, look at it like this: the PS3 and the 360 both were a huge success. You know what I mean? They're both, sold 80 million plus consoles. So there's room for both of them, for everyone to be happy. You know what I mean? So.
Well, the main thing is this, right? It's the fanatical people. I know, like I said, a lot. If you were to buy an Xbox One first, you're more likely to go ahead and just buy a PS4 just because you are a gamer and you want to experience everything. Whereas there's these hardcore PS4 fans that absolutely refuse to buy anything else but a PS4. You know, no matter what they come out with, you see it in the comments. They're like, still not getting it. You know what I mean? I mean, those will be the same thing. Oh, Sunset Overdrive looks gorgeous. And then the first comments will be still not getting it with 1,000 likes or agrees. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's the difference. They're like completely fanatical. And but I agree. It's like to believe that somebody's article telling you 5 reasons why you should trade in your Xbox One 8-9 months into the damn generation is absolutely ludicrous. Trying to tell me what to do. I mean, I don't go in and tell these ditch diggers and PS4 fans and all their burger flipping. I don't tell them how to flip burgers and shit, do I? No. So why would I want them telling me what console to buy or what console to sell? You know what I'm saying? It's just ludicrous. Don't listen to them. Do what you want to do, even if it is a PS4. But at least go into buying your PS4 having done some research into the game situation, because it's quite grim right now, and you know, that's no lie.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know, I don't know, man. Hey, Warren, you been kind of quiet. What are your thoughts, Warren?
I was still laughing about the 13-year-old hockey player.
You back there, you know, let the people know, man, how you had the surgery when you got that goldfish stuck out of your butt, man. Something, all 4 animals in your rectum, man. How's that going out, man?
You said all 4?
Yeah, I mean, certain small, you know, little live animals in your rectum. How's that working out for you, man?
Well, what happened was when I was a kid, I met this black kid in the forest. He had dreadlocks. somebody abandoned him, and I felt bad. And we had no form of entertainment, so he taught me this game that he used to play, and it was with animals.
Was it called Hide the Hamster?
Yeah, it was. And the only 2 words that this little kid knew were bang bang. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Move it along.
Legend of Next Gen 720.
Yeah.
Hey, should we talk a little bit about?
Wait. Hold on. Just let me add to this story. We also met this little white kid with a beard. Wait, it's not funny, Showstopper. It's not funny. This poor kid, he had nobody to love him. And we were talking to him, and one day, his first words, it was so cute. He said, Xbox.
What y'all doing? Hide the hamster? Rack 'em! Rack 'em!
Enough fun. Back on topic.
Yeah, let's get on topic.
Hey, we do have a special guest here.
Yeah.
Iron Wolf, why don't you explain to the people that might not know what the Marcus Phoenix movement is and how you got the idea?
There we go.
Well, I'm going to cut the long story short. I'm not going to straight away talk about the collection, but I'm going to talk about the whole franchise first of all, because it all started when I kept tweeting Phil Spencer back in December to lock down Gears of War, because that's what I wanted. Because there was concerns. I had concerns that, you know, the Sony fanboys, the ponies, are going to get hold of this. And I didn't want this game to go multiplayer, obviously. So I did what I could. I created a petition. I'm sure Zaire and I'm sure Gimmicks also knows about it, because them guys have been supporting it from day one. And I've been putting the word out. And then on January the 27th, he announced that Microsoft acquired the IP. So it didn't just stop there. After E3, when they announced the Master Chief Collection, I thought to myself, man, I think Gears is more than worthy, and it has deserved its rightful place on the Xbox One with the same treatment. So then I thought of making this hashtag, the Marcus Phoenix Collection, and I started making this movement about last week, and I'm sure some of you guys know about it and knew about it, and you guys supported it. And Crap Gamer, you made a video about it, and many others. Zaire also tweeting Phil Spencer. Everybody's been supporting it, and we had some guys that have been flip-flopping about it in between, and I don't really care about that. I had some haters behind me, but I just continued to stay strong and just continued with the movement. And, you know, I had people like, you know, Bella Rise, Gimmeister, Blazing Phoenix, all shout out to them guys, because they've been the backbone of the movement. And I created this video, and I got a response from Phil Spencer. He went ahead and said, you know, nice video, well done. Great to see the Gears support. And I also had support from Cliffy B when he said, I will play the fuck or play the shit out of it. And if you get an approval like that from from the Godfather, man, that's what you know, man. This thing is destined to take place.
Yeah.
So then this thing has been blowing up. There's been articles about it. It's gone viral. It's made it to M4G, IGN. IGN made a video about it. So I feel as though, man, this movie's going strong, and all I'm gonna do is continue with it, man.
Let me ask you, just switch gears. Let me ask you a question. I guess as there has been a little, not say outcry from the Xbox community. Been a few people. They're not too big of Gears fans. Maybe the first Gears of War 4, maybe their first Gears game with the Xbox One. Now, with that being said, would you rather have the collection first, or would you rather have Gears of War 4, whatever it's going to be called, first?
No, well, we know that they just started development this year. From the moment they acquired the IP, and
So we don't know we don't know what the hell.
We don't know. We may see Gears. We may see Gears for maybe 2016.
Maybe even 2017 if it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Depends on what's going on. Yeah.
So if we have this collection, like the Master Chief Collection, it builds hype for the very next installment of Gears of War, and that's exactly what I want for Gears as much as Halo. It just makes sense.
So you want the Gears Collection before Gears 4?
Yeah. It just builds up hype and excitement for Gears 4.
Now, it's the second question. Ask you this. You're the Gears head. Now, with the collection, are you just talking about putting them all on one disc? Are you talking about like Gears of War? I'm sorry, like Halo 2. I'm sorry. Out of the three Gears, right? 1, 2, and 3. Besides people ain't fly that dog shit.
Well, Judgment is dog shit, man.
Yeah, okay. Out of Gears 1, 2, and 3, if you had to choose one to get totally like re-ramped from the floor up, from ground up to the Xbox One, which one would it be? 1, 2, or 3?
I reckon it'd be 1. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah.
It's the oldest one.
It's the oldest one, yeah.
It's got more like age relevance to it, so I would say the first one.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, all right. I just have a few questions I had to ask. I don't know if they were to do that. I'm just saying, are they just going to make them 1080p, 60 frames a second, or are they going to build?
The idea of it is making it 1080p, 60 frames per second with Microsoft Azure servers, extra content, Easter eggs, blur cinematics like they did with Halo, and a campaign playlist.
I would like an option, though, for them to be 30 frames per second for that Xbox. For that,
just for that cinematic flavor.
Is that big on The Last of Us? Holy cow!
You know what's funny though? I thought it was interesting that because it was 1080p and 60, right? But because fans wanted the PlayStation 3 experience, which was good, I played it. They added 30 frames per second. Okay, but if they're going back to 30 frames per second to give you the PS3 experience, why then not make the resolution 720p?
I have no idea.
You know why? You know what? You know what? I know why. It's not that I know why, but it's because and it's sad to say that Sony still does this whole thing, but this power, they overhype about proportion the power down a door. so powerful. Remember, was saying that they were going for 120 frames per second or some shit like that, or because of the power of the PS4. You guys have never seen The Last of Us, and on the full 60 frames lock, and this, that, and the other. So when they said when you give you the option to play 30, and let me know right now that 60 is not too stable. That 60 is 25 or so.
Well, what's funny is Eurogamer was the first one to actually mention that, which I found surprising. They says, given that they give an option to lock, like Killzone Shadowfall, like Infamous Second Son, it means that it's probably not going to be a stable frame rate unlocked. So they would probably recommend doing that. And I still think it's funny, no screenshots or actual in-game footage shown yet, and the game comes out next week.
Still none.
That
is totally amazing.
I think there's a bunch of screenshots on
M4G.
Or is that where it's at?
I was looking, but they were just like screenshots from like the. It seems like screenshots from the cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah. What's that other site that everybody goes to that's
telling? Stalkers, what? M4G, Eurogamer, what?
No, it's like that big community site everybody goes to. It's
NeoGAF?
Yes. There's like 47 screenshots there or something like that.
I think they just took screenshots from the commercial The commercials that are out. I think that's what this is. I'm looking at this. It's called GamingEverything.com, and it says lots of screenshots, but it's all cutscene screenshots that I've seen so far. I'm like trying to scroll through them. There's a whole shit ton of them. And to be honest with you, you know, you could beat me to death, and I couldn't tell you if this was PS4 or PS3.
Yeah, I just didn't understand who's going to want to play it in that mode. If I could have it at 1080p and 60 or say 5, whatever, why would I want to put it to 30?
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
That just don't make sense.
I got like 10 in on this, and I see an actual screenshot. It looks like from the actual gameplay, and it looks exactly the same to me.
I can see it. I'm just looking at it.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah, it looks the same. It's fine. We called that. We called that last show. I think we said it would already look good on the PS3, and I guess they just focused on some of the shaders and textures and things like that, which is fine. I mean, look, I don't want to come across as that biased, but we all know the Halo 4 isn't going to look that much better on the Xbox One either, because it already was 720. You're not going to notice the 60 frames like in a screenshot. So if people are happy with this, then more power to them. But speaking of this, one of the developers who helped make this actually kind of said he fired back because people were complaining that $50 was too much for it. And people were also complaining because there's no upgrade option. If you bought it on the PS3, people think you should be able to buy it on the PS4 for less price. And they're like, no, we're not going to do that. He basically says he can't believe that people think $50 is too much. He says a ton of work went into it, and it has all the DLC included, and he thinks $50 is a steal, in his opinion. Which, I mean, I don't know.
Well, a ton of work. I mean, I don't know, man. Well, I don't know. At least we got. Listen there, Iron Wolf. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Yeah, see, you quiet. Open us up for talking here. What do you feel? What's going on? Like, you think it's? First of all, have you played The Last of Us? Have you played it at all?
I sold my PS3 before that game released, so I never had a chance to play it. So
yeah,
I've got a PS4 that's like basically a doorstopper right now, so it's useless. Okay. So I may just get it because I never experienced it before. But from what I've seen, it looks the same as the PS3 version. It looks the same.
Yeah, you know what? You're same as me. I even though I have a PS3, I bought The Last of Us. I never got the chance to play because my son borrowed it and never bought it back. But so I was buying it because I don't have anything really to play on the PS4. But had I played the what do you call that shit? The Last of Us on the PS3, I wouldn't be buying it again. I'm just to be honest. And just to be fair though, there are a lot of games that they're releasing. What's that? Devil May Cry. I'm not that came out already. I heard what's that shit? Not Watch Dogs. What's the Sleeping Dogs?
GTA 5 as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never played GTA 5 either though. See, I didn't.
Hey, the Metro games are coming out as well. The Metro Last Light and Metro 2033.
Yeah. I'm a big Metro fan, but yeah. So
Mass Effect Collection is going to release.
I see. Look, a prime example. People know that I'm. How should I say this? That I'm a big Mass Effect fan. That's one of my favorite. Like I would say, that's one of the top franchises that came out last generation. I'm not even buying that though. I didn't beat them already. It depends on what they charge them. But like I said, only one I didn't beat was the first one. But I don't see the need for that again. I don't know, man. But anyway.
I mean, I see why. Just real quick, I see why they do it. When you look at how long some of the drought is already at the beginning of this generation, it seems to me that developers were really unprepared. Even though the generation lasted so long, they seem really unprepared to put out new games. You know what I mean? It's like it's unbelievable to me how slow some of these companies are, and I can understand a bit of it because you have 80+ million PS3s, 80+ million 360s, and so you still kind of want to get that payday, and that's a lot safer bet than than the next gen stuff, and especially with some Xbox 360 owners not wanting to upgrade just yet. But yeah, okay, well, we all.
I agree with only certain collections, like, but all these single games like Beyond Two Souls, Last of Us, God of War Ascension, Gran Turismo, because there's talks of these being released, and I just don't, if they made an Uncharted collection, like the Nathan Drake collection, I'll be down with that. I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I did the video and got a lot of heat from people. Were like, "Oh, so you're for collections on 360 or when it's Xbox, but not PlayStation?" And I said, "No, I bought the God of War collection on PS3 because I never played the first two. It made sense to play them on the PS3 as well, and then God of War 3 and so on and so forth. If they ever come out with the Uncharted collection on PS4 for $60 and I get one, I would play through that again, where it makes sense. But you're right." You know, why Beyond Two Souls? That's a game that nobody asked for a remaster. You know what I'm saying? This game is terrible. I mean, it's like a mediocre game at best,
bro.
Yeah. And not only that, but Sony even said, and their ridiculous reasoning was, we're going to try to get Wii owners that didn't buy a PS3 last gen to buy a PS4 this generation and then play these games that they didn't get a chance to play. Well, wouldn't they just buy a much cheaper PS3 because you can get one for like $150 and play these games?
Yeah, play the exact same
that
games.
seems to me like a cop-out. Andrew House said this from Sony. He says, so be prepared for more remasters and things like that because they're on the way.
Dang.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, that seems like just a bunch of bullshit. Like he's just basically trying to cover his ass. No hardcore Wii owner, or if there is such a thing, is going to be like, hey, I only bought a Wii last generation. I'm going to buy a PS4.
So he basically just telling everybody remasters is on the way.
Yeah, remasters are definitely on the way.
Wow. Okay, so that's a money move, man.
Hey, question, guys. How do I sound? Do I sound clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So also, hey, we got some NPD results, guys. Yeah. Hey, good news. Xbox One's more than doubled what it did the previous month.
Damage control crap.
Bad news is it still got beat out.
Who cares? It did double.
Who cares? You know what? Damage control crap, Kramer.
You know what? I listen. I'm gonna say right here, right now on the record, that Sony can do no wrong. And the PlayStation until there are a lot of gamers that have not made the switch yet from last generation. But the PS4 can do no wrong, man. It's going on. It can't be beat right now.
Shit. It's the Apple iPod or whatever. It's the cool thing. People look at it as the cool thing, and so they want to buy it. Like I did a video about this yesterday. I seen somebody go, "Hey, I got an Xbox One," and people were like, "Ew, why'd you get an Xbox One? Why not get a PS4?" And I chimed in. I'm like, "Why are you worried about what this guy's getting? You know what I'm saying? Why shouldn't he get the Xbox One?" And there was no reason. Like they couldn't give me a reason. Hey, why should he have gotten the PS4 instead? I mean, that's seriously it. When you can't think of a reason either way, shut the fuck up.
Your mom.
Your mom. Yeah, but I think it's going to be like last generation. The most of the community is going to end up owning both the Xbox One and the PS4.
Yeah,
I don't think those hardcore PS4 owners are going to ever buy an Xbox One.
No.
Well, even without them, what do you see last generation? Because just being real, just keeping it real, for the most part of the Xbox, Xbox 360 life cycle, it kicked the shit out of PS3. And even like I said, I more of an Xbox dude. I still own a PlayStation 3. I'm quite sure there's going to be something that's going to come out that these Sony fans are going to play.
Maybe when it drops down to like $200. If you look at the arcade edition, really sold well for the Xbox 360. You know what I'm saying? Like $199. When that hit $199,
well, that's a magic spot though for all consoles when they get down to $200.
But I think that it would have to do that in a hurry. Like, okay, and I wanted to talk about this a little bit later, but we could talk about it now. Now that it's a month later and we get these NPD results, I think maybe it probably needs more research. But I always said that they probably did that backwards. They should have lowered the price of the Kinect version to $399 because that's the advantage over the PlayStation 4 is Kinect. I don't care what anybody says. That's the goddamn advantage, right? Then what you do is make a SKU
Thank you.
without the Kinect for $2.99, and you win the game right there. You win the game.
Yeah.
It's over. You win
I
the
don't know.
goddamn game.
But you know what, crap? Microsoft wanted to make a profit. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. Had they, there was nothing wrong with the pricing. It's the fact that maybe they should have offered 2 SKUs, but they fucking stumbled out of the gate. So that's what hurt them. They stumbled out of the gate, with the whole DRM.
You know what you got to look at. You know what you got to look at. It's so simple. They reversed roles. The Xbox One is the PS3. The PS3 coming out of the gate was $600, and not one developer knew how to develop for it.
Yep.
Because it was so difficult, right?
Well, it's not exactly the same because the Xbox One isn't hard to develop for. The ESRAM is hard to master, but it's actually
Let me finish.
Let you finish. My bad. Go ahead.
Let me finish. Yeah.
The reason why the 360 took off is because there was nothing to compare it to. The PlayStation 3 launched a year later, right?
Yeah.
So every developer, even though they may have been having problems with it, there was nothing to compare it to, so nobody was complaining.
Right.
These both came out at the same time. So if they're both x86, they're both 8-core. One has ESRAM, one has straightforward. Developers like ease. They like that. Everyone likes the easiest course of action. The shortest distance between 2 places is a straight line. Developers go right for the ease. Yep. So now that they're both out at the same time, they have something to compare to, and people like to complain. So they're going to say, this is harder, this is harder, this is harder. That's the difference. They've switched roles.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
Yeah, some of the developers are also pretty lazy. They're using that as an excuse because we know that any developer worth salt, even some of the smaller ones are like, nope, no problem working with the ESRAM.
Yeah,
nope.
I mean, it happened with the PS3 too. I mean, a couple years in, all of a sudden, it wasn't an issue anymore. So it's gonna take a lot of time. But as far as I don't think that this 9 million. I think it's I think it's insurmountable. I don't think it's ever going to be in first place.
Anybody, nobody should live and die off of off of numbers because that's a stupid way to look at this. These aren't football teams or baseball teams or what have you. They're just constant. They're pieces of plastic that we play video games on. And one, selling the better doesn't make you enjoy it more. Selling worse doesn't make you enjoy it less. It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's how far this console war has gotten, though. You know what I'm saying? Where it's about who's selling the best. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what they're putting out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing really to talk about what's out. You know what I'm saying? So what gamers doing now is gravitating towards numbers and useless stuff like 1080p and all that little stuff. It's just, to me, this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? I think we should be worried about, you know what I'm saying, these incomplete games and stuff that we get, you know what I'm saying, for 60. You know what I'm saying? Instead of all this other little stuff, man, because they send out a lot of games that's not complete, but we ain't complaining about that though. You know what I'm saying? We loving it up. You know what I'm saying? All of us clicking hoods for this little stuff, but it's stupid to me.
Yeah. But you know what? Like you said, they treat these consoles like they're baseball teams or football teams. Mm-hmm. When I go on my Twitter feed, next gen, you're exposed. The Xbox, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people, yo?
Hey, people didn't think that I would do a video on that shit either. The MPDs, me and Showstopper right up there, man. We kept it real.
Yeah. Ooh,
for real.
Exposed.
God
damn.
They win.
But after a while it gets old though. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's dying out. You know what I'm saying? Especially with us, it's just getting old. But hey.
Like people were like, "Hey, why aren't you making a video?" Microsoft said they doubled their sales since they removed the character. I'm like, I'm not gonna, make a video about that because I kind of had a figure. I figured what had happened, and I wasn't, there was no real point as far as sales. I don't really give a shit. I seriously doubt, unless I'm trolling, that you're gonna see me do anything about sales. I don't care if the Master Chief Collection could sell 10 million copies, and you're probably not gonna see a video from me about it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Now you're trolling yourself, buddy.
Okay, if it sells 10 million, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, you're gonna be all over that, bro. 2 feet.
2 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? And pony hooves.
I'd be tripping over myself to try and fucking get the video up.
Well, that was a bit far fetched, man. I was like, wait a minute, wheel him back.
Hey, yo, Microsoft, they have a legal footing, they have a legal standpoint.
Hey guys, I want to tell you one. There's this other thing about hitting on Sony real quick. Right back. There's a couple pieces of Sony news that I wanted to go over. Okay, Killzone Shadowfall is releasing this $2 DLC that allows you to fart on your enemies.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious. $2 and you get the ability to fart on your enemies. It's DLC for Killzone Shadowfall.
Well, wait a second. I got one question for you.
Yeah.
The farts, are they in full native 1080p?
Is it a full 1920 by 1080? I need to know this.
Sure, but I think that's weird DLC to me.
That is weird.
Something like that. Is that going to help you get kills?
Wait, is this going to draw...
Wait a second. Wait a second. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought you were joking.
No, it's not a joke.
And that's gonna be classic, man. Just show up and fart on somebody and just keep it pushing, and they die. You know what I'm saying? Because of the stink.
Look, I see people tweeting pictures and stuff out. Killzone Shadowfalls online is basically dead. There's like less than 500 people playing that game.
Hey, you know what? That's exactly like that game. That game looks, smells, and plays like a fart.
Oh! Damn, shots fired. Okay.
You know, if that's letting you know, but listen, I'm being real. You know that's way. I don't know, like, what the fuck is that? Like, could you imagine Master Chief running around, his green ass running, farting?
Hey, well, I want to start a movement right now. It's going to be hashtag Master Chief farts.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody supports it.
I hope everybody support that, man. I'm supporting that, man. I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hashtag it right now.
Get that going, Wolf.
I thought you were joking. I
thought that was interesting. It's like it's actually a real thing.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Is that like something like, you know how like there's certain things that are like in the know with Halo, like fans? Is there something around farting in Killzone that people are?
I don't
excited?
know. I think that it's trying to take teabagging the next step or something. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Like I guess that's what it's trying to do, but it's just completely kind of fool. I don't know. That's like it's like a gimmick, and I don't think that that's going to get people back on the game. The other thing that actually is kind of good news is Sony Santa Monica has a new studio bullpen called The Reserve, and they're working on their first PS4 game in that studio. It's like so it's called The Reserve, and apparently they're that just went up, and they're actually starting to work on their PS4 game. So
it's a team from Santa Monica, or is it just?
That's just that their building is called The Reserve, I guess.
Okay, and they're the studio that worked on the God of War game, right?
Yeah, so they're actually are starting work on their first PS4 game, I guess.
They also did Heavenly Sword, correct? Didn't Santa Monica Studios do?
I'm not 100% sure. I never played that game, but I know that they had the 50 people layoff from that team, right? They got rid of they canceled the new IP they were working on, got rid of 50 people. Some people left. What was left of that team got spread out to finish up 2 indie games, and the rest got put on the order to help finish that game. And I guess now that they're all starting to come back together into this studio setting called The Reserve, and that sounds appropriate to me. But yeah, so
did they announce a game or no?
No, they haven't announced anything. I guess they're just starting to get to work on this. So,
okay,
yeah, yeah, interesting. So is next gen still here, or?
I'm here, baby boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Also, Microsoft laid off 18,000 employees.
It's over.
Yeah. Which which 13,000 of these were Nokia holdovers from their Nokia acquisition.
You're lying.
No, that's
No,
actually
No, you're lying. They were all from.
No, you're lying. It was all from the Xbox gaming division.
no. But they did close down the Microsoft Xbox Entertainment Studios
Yes.
was closed down. And also they've had some staff layoffs in like their Africa department and some of that stuff in like the European Xbox departments.
Yeah, I was never really sure how they were gonna they were almost trying to make themselves almost like a Netflix kind of.
You know what? They should have done that as a separate thing. I think that's
Yeah.
how Sony gets away with it. Oh, Sony Pictures or this. They should just have made Microsoft Pictures or whatever, and then just done it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because, and you know what's funny is now how everybody was like, oh, well, I was really looking forward to that. No, you
No,
weren't.
it wasn't.
You know,
No.
and the odd part is, like, I got my new Xbox magazine, and it's like TV shows Microsoft should make, and there's some good ones. Like, I could see them do a good Forza Motorsport show. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there was one versus 100. That would have been a good show to have on there. Perfect Dark and Gears of War and Fable shows. You know, all would have been good ideas and gamer centered. But of course, the outcry because people thought they weren't focusing on games, which they're just as much focused on games as now as they were when they launched the goddamn thing. It's just people were trying to nitpick it, and you know what I'm saying. So you know, yeah. So we're not going to get anything. We're going to get the Halo series. We're going to get the probably that thing about them digging up the ET cartridges. They're doing that soccer thing, the Front United thing, or whatever. And they're doing, just so people know, because people were worried, Quantum Break is going to continue on with their series and stuff because there's a show involved on that. So that's all going to continue on as planned.
Yeah, that's Remedy.
Yeah.
That's Remedy doing that, right?
No, it's Remedy, but it's a Microsoft-owned IP, and they're fully backing the entire thing.
I mean, as far as the show, Remedy was
Show
as well, not Microsoft, right?
I don't know.
Microsoft was funding that. It was going to be all done on Microsoft Studios and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, I had said this when we talked crap, but I had totally forgot all about the little TV show and stuff until they just mentioned it again. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I forgot all about it. I wouldn't. That's how non-concerning it was. You know, we was more focused on games than that TV stuff.
That's why I got asked. But
nobody really asking for it. Wasn't nobody screaming, and there wasn't no show of it at E3, and there was no talk about it before E3 or anything like that. Just wasn't no talk about it at all. So you tend to forget about things that, you know,
but
stuff like that.
Though, I think, I'm not saying I feel some type of way, but I mean, I wouldn't mind having, because they were saying, you know, the Xbox was going to bring back Futurama, was going to buy that show.
Yeah, I was excited for that shit too. I mean, come on.
And what's the other show? What's that, Heroes? What's that show with the people with the powers or some shit?
Yeah, Heroes.
Heroes.
They're going to bring that back. Like, I don't know. I think, you know, I like the fact that my console can do other things besides. I paid $500 for this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I like, you know, the fact, you know, I can do other things with my console besides play games, man. But I don't know. I don't want. But I don't want Microsoft to not say, and it's not taking a shot at Sony. Come like Sony and follow everything that Nintendo does and everything that everything that Nintendo or Microsoft does. You know, Sony. You know, with the Move and with the PlayStation, the Wii remote, just, you know, find your own identity, Microsoft. If you have a vision, you have a goal, stick with it. If it fails, fine, fuck it. You know what I mean? They can't knock a joke for trying. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just don't want them to lose their way. You know what I mean?
Hey, do you think? Let me take this another angle here. This takes away more ammo for fanboys to attack Microsoft and the Xbox One. I understand that, but do you think Sony has got to be thinking, damn, this is one less thing we can get a dig in on them? Maybe Sony can't talk about shows and shit.
They can't do it nowhere. They're doing it.
They're doing it. Sony is listening. That's what I'm talking about. Sony people and Microsoft really need to say, fuck it. Do what you're going to do, because people, no matter what you do, people are going to talk about it. Sony took the stage and talked about some fat, like he was a guy who was a homosexual or something, rather sweet, talking about powers in the studio, like what, you know what I mean? And, you know, and fine, it was not a problem, you know what I mean? Do what you do. Don't worry about what Sony's doing, what the fuck Nintendo. Do what you're going to do. You know what I mean? You know, that's, you know, we bought the console. We don't care about what other fanboy says, and, you know, that's bullshit, you know? No matter, listen, being real, no matter who did what slam where, that's not going to make me not go out and buy it.
Hey,
if I want
show.
to buy it, you know?
Hey, show.
Yeah.
You know what's coming, don't you?
Yeah.
That's not what you said yesterday on your video.
You already know that's coming.
You know, I don't. No, I mean, I'm just being real. Listen, I'm a grown ass man, Ward. Do you really read what's going on the internet and it sway your purchase anyway?
No.
This is all new to me. So when I first got into this, I said, you know, it was nice talking to people who were interested in games. I didn't really know about this whole like attacking people over plastic boxes thing. It was foreign to me.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, now I don't look at anything anymore because for a time it was sort of it wasn't getting to me. It was just depressing that this is what for me, gaming community back in the day was a great thing. Now
it changed
it's not
though,
so
man.
much. Right.
It changed a lot because, you know, it was a sense of credibility there. You know what I'm saying? They might have been doing this all along, I don't know. But they had a sense of credibility because they was just talking about the things that you wanted to hear about, not all this negative stuff that it's going to now. You know what I'm saying? And I think just the journalist has went totally negative. You know what I'm saying? And
and the perfect example of the negative journalism is look for any IGN, GameSpot, any big site mentioning that Battlefield Hardline was only 900p or not 1080p on the PS4. As compared to how many sites ran with Destiny Beta, not 1080p, but the game will be on Xbox One.
Right,
that's the clear difference.
Right, but like what I'm saying is like everybody is doing it. It's not like like the stuff about the Sony stuff. You know, there's 100 more people out there who could point out stuff that Microsoft's doing and say, "Hey, they're doing that." Blah blah blah. It's never going to end. You can't.
Nope.
You can't win any arguments like this. All it does is diminish what should be something that everybody should be enjoying.
Well, you know what's interesting is, for me anyway, I was like, what's the point on going on Emperor G because it's controlled by Sony fans and everything, and it's true. And it was even bad. When I had a good account on there, it was bad. But now that I don't have an account and a lot of people I know don't have accounts and we just gave up, it's just horrendous. It's like a million times worse. I think that and a lot of people look to like mine and Next Gen and all of our channels as that like place to get some little bit of positive Xbox news because you don't see that on these sites and it's sad to me. You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with positive Xbox news. It's just
there is. You cannot put positive Xbox news on these big sites.
Right. Well, it's if you pay attention to the other stuff, then there's something wrong with positive news. Just ignore it. There's nothing wrong with positive news for anybody. The stuff that gets clicks, that's the problem, and you have to just ignore it. You just have to get away from it.
Well, the way they run it is everything is for clicks. You know, they won't bother with.
Well, that's why I think some of the stuff on YouTube is better than going to a big name site.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's definitely like that because you know, you can look to get clicks or whatever, but at least you know, I find it unbelievable that you know, like I'm almost speechless at times that Sony literally can do no wrong. You know, literally do nothing wrong. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
The thing is, especially with Sony, reason why it feels like that is because they are dominantly ran over the internet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if a person is not on the internet, they don't know nothing about none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They might read articles from like a site here and there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or what commercials that they get. You know what I'm saying? Just gamers, you know what I'm saying, are the ones that's really involved in this. Like those that you consider are hardcore gamers, you know what I'm saying? But that's really passionate about it and trying to learn the ins and outs about all this little stuff. And you know what I'm saying? That's who really invested in this. You know, I don't think everybody is like caught up in it like that. You know, it just feels that way because when you click on the internet and you invest it the way we are invested, that's what we see. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody, I don't think, is invested like that.
Yeah, you know, like I did a video yesterday entitled "It's Okay to Like the Xbox One," and you know, and a lot of people have given me some positive thing. I wasn't saying, "Hey, don't like anything else." I'm just saying, you know, it's okay to like something that maybe not as mainstream or as popular as the other options right now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people attack me for that, saying, "Oh, well, it's, we'll bring up a bunch of bullshit reasons as to why it's not okay," and I just think that that's ridiculous. Even if you like the PS4, which I've always said, I can't complain. I can say I don't want one now because there's no games that I'm interested in, but you've never heard me say the PS4 is a piece of shit, and I stick by that, you know what I'm saying? If there's ever games for it, I'll be happy to buy one, but until that point...
I ain't used those words, but I did call it trash.
I never call the PS4 that. I said the games are trash, though. That's the only thing I said.
Yeah, no.
The fans make it trash, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what we're really doing it though. I mean, but the console is cool. I like a lot of stuff that's on it, but some of the fanboys on there, I can't game with some of them people.
Hey, there's a little bit of Nintendo news. Mario Kart 8 sold almost another 1 million copies in June. Yeah.
So what's that? 3 million now?
Yeah, it's like probably sitting a little bit above 3 million now.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible given the install base of that console.
Yeah, it can't be all kiddies, right?
Yeah, well, no, we bought it.
That is amazing with the install base. I mean, the install base is what, 6?
Yeah, they say 7. They say 7.
Yeah,
but
that's
okay,
amazing.
so you look at
half the people.
At roughly half the people buying this game. I mean, that says a lot. It's really good though. I mean, it's a good quality. Yeah. Obviously, it's probably not going to sell as much as like the previous one on the Wii, but that's because the Wii had 100 million consoles and it was a bundled and all that stuff, So, but yeah, wow. I mean, it's really a good version of the game. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not anybody has. I know Warrior has played it, and you haven't got your Wii U yet, but Showstopper.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm definitely gonna get it.
I'm just waiting on Super Smash Bros. Then I'll get mine.
Oh, you're gonna pick one up too. Would you, Iron Wolf? Would you agree that just shooting the breeze, what you did, it makes a little bit more sense to own, say, an Xbox One and a Wii U this year, as opposed to.
You can't help yourself.
He already owned a PlayStation 4. He already owned a PlayStation 4.
I own a PlayStation 4, but I just I'll be using it, man.
Where is your PlayStation 4? Is it
in my door?
Oh, it's okay. That's
the door stopper right now, man.
Hey, Crap is trolling.
What happened?
Yo, hey, oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Next Gen.
What up?
Are you awake? Are you awake now?
Yeah. I told you that my daughter had an accident. What's going on? I said, hold on a second. What happened?
We were talking about the arguing and stuff online and how everybody came to the consensus. Yeah, it's not a big. You should just forget about it and like what you like, right?
Uh-huh.
So the Crap goes, hey man, just shooting the breeze. Would you agree that it probably makes more sense to own an Xbox One and a Wii U?
Man. I tell you,
Crap crazy.
Incredible, man. That way green through and through. Through and through.
Yeah, well, he informed me that he has a PS4, but it's a doorstop, so.
I mean, yeah. I
don't know. I'm thinking about selling it and maybe just buy it when the
come on. You would literally choose a Wii U over a PS4. Come on, Jesus.
I did.
Shit.
I would because of the game.
Hey, because tell me this right now, Next Gen. Like in all honesty, what game is on the PS4 that would I would get more use out of than I have like about 15, 20 Wii U games. So which game on the PS4 would I buy a PS4 for?
Entwined.
Knack. Get that Entwined. And Knack.
Yeah, it definitely isn't going to be Knack. I didn't like. I didn't like Infamous or any of the other Killzone. So really, there's nothing.
Well, you could get 1080p the game.
I don't give. I wipe my ass with 1080p.
I'm probably gonna sell my PS4 to get a Wii U. I'm saying this on record right now.
Oh, so there you go. We got one right here.
I want to play because they got Bayonetta 2 coming, and I'm looking forward to that game too.
And Smash Brothers. And
Yeah.
I'm going to say Mario Kart 8 is fantastic. It's super amazing.
You have just joined the Church of Crap.
Hashtag sell PS4, buy Wii U. Let's get that movement started on Twitter today. Let's do it.
Let's get that trending.
And we should get some people asking some questions. If you guys want to go ahead and get your awesome questions in, like, hey, crap, why are you so awesome? I'll be happy to let you know some of the secrets, or why I'm so compelling. I'll go ahead and I'll answer that as well. I'll also give advice on how you can maybe get out of that job you have, flipping burgers or digging ditches.
Oh, and by the way, there are 3 other people here too that you can ask questions to.
Yes, you guys can.
Hey, he's gonna do the show by himself with pictures of us.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? Bang bang. I'll do all the voices myself, man. Hell yeah. But anyway, hey, while we're waiting for the fans.
I'm sorry, 4 other people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the fans and stuff to ask some questions, I wanted to ask Iron Wolf. Hey, Iron Wolf, do you want to see them keep basically with the Marcus Phoenix collection if they do this? Do you want to see them because I've seen some people arguing about they don't want horde mode added in like the first Gears game because it wasn't there naturally. Do you want to see them stay true to the game modes to each one like how they're doing with Halo? All the Halos are going to have their traditional online modes and nothing's going to be messed with there. As far as what you could do.
I would like it to be in its original form, and obviously you see the campaign. I would want a campaign playlist through the whole timeline like Halo as well, the Master Chief Collection. And there's one guy called Infrared Beam who just asked me a question, why not call it #Gears Collection? Well, I thought the Marcus Phoenix Collection was just perfectly fitting because, we got the Master Chief Collection. They're the 2 main protagonists for the Xbox brand, so I thought it was only right. So if you have one side by side with each other, it would just look cool.
Yeah, they don't need that Gears Judgment. Although I bought Gears Judgment, it was okay. I don't know. They tried to do a little bit too
much with that one.
What I didn't like about Gears Judgment is that the multiplayer they made it like Halo, red versus blue, human versus human. We never had like the locusts and anything like that inside.
I thought that was difficult because, if we were red sometimes or whatever, it's easier to remember if you're locusts versus humans. Okay, I'm a locust. A lot of times I'd be shooting my own teammates in that. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, yeah. also, the other things that I didn't really like about it is the whole fact that they did the grenades that just stick to people.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that at all. Like the grenades just stuck to people.
Oh, and they used the Y button to switch weapons instead of the D-pad, so they kind of like made it like Call of Duty type.
Yeah, I thought they tried to get to make it so that it would appeal to and have 2 separate online communities. They were like, hey, maybe people will like this game and also like Gears 3, and we'll have 2 thriving communities. And what happened was people hopped on Judgment, saw it was crap, and then just went back to Gears 3.
Yeah.
That's the only one I play till this day.
Yeah, Gears 3. I mean, it is. I mean, because and even the dedicated servers made a huge difference. I'm not gonna lie, they made a really, really huge difference. So all right, so let's see if we got any questions in here. Let's see. What do we got here?
Quite a few, man.
We got some. We should do some comments too. Bill Brasky says, "You are what's wrong with gaming today, all of you." Thanks.
Hey, hold on. Then he got George Costanza as a pick. Oh man, no, that ain't George Costanza. I thought it was, but it looked like him. Dang, that boy clean up at the top.
Yo, what you say? You are. Why? Because I'm in love with your grandmother?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Hey, Omagazio says, important questions. Why are grown-ass men hyping up Smash Bros. Like Dr. Gaptooth? Who's Dr. Gaptooth?
Dr. Trey, he won.
Okay. Well, first of all, Smash Brothers is a great game.
No, the fuck is not, crap. Don't bring that shit over here.
It is. It's really a good one. And just because
It's a cult classic, man.
just because Sony couldn't pull that shit off with their rip-off version doesn't mean it's a bad game. So
I'm just saying, you know what?
Was that PlayStation All Stars, right?
Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, though, I just think it's Nintendo's way to push the homosexual agenda in America. Smash Brothers. Just think about that. Smash a brother.
Oh no, you reaching? You reaching?
It's a fun game, man. It's a fun ass game. B Money 101, I think that's his name, says, do you think Destiny will have a better launch than GTA 5? And he wants to know if Worry, what his thoughts are on the Destiny beta. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Destiny will launch better than GTA 5?
No.
Hell no. That's all. Hell no.
No. Don't get me wrong. The reason why Destiny has as much hype as it did because it's the first time you're getting a bunch of game on a PlayStation, console. But it's not gonna, and I'm just being real. It's not gonna be as big as Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft is like an iconic type game. Regardless of how, you like it, you don't like it.
Yeah, it comes out like every 5 years, and everybody buys it. I mean, it sold like 35 million copies already. So.
Yeah, so no.
There's a question right here from Genie Shifter. Will Destiny ever come? Would Destiny ever come to the Wii U?
No.
No. Because their online structure isn't good. But hey, Worry, what do you think about the Destiny beta on PS4?
I really enjoy it. I think it looks fantastic, and you're going to love the way the game looks when you play it. It does have that kind of Halo feel to the guns. The reload is the same button. The weapon swaps are the same button. But it's a lot of fun to play single player with 2 other people and go through the whole game together like that. And then you can jump into multiplayer whenever you want. So it is fun, and it's definitely one of the best looking next gen games.
Oh, it is? On the beta? Wow.
Yeah, the beta is really, really pretty.
The alpha looks really good. I was watching some of the alpha on.
So how did you how did you launch the beta? Would you have to go to Bungie.com or something?
If you pre-order the game, you get beta codes.
Yeah.
And they gave me a couple, and then you get one for pre-ordering, and you get a couple for friends if you want to have friends join.
Tonight's the last night for the beta, and then it goes down for maintenance for 2 days, and then it comes back up. And the Xbox.
So when you download the actually you got to go to PSN and put the code in.
If you had a code, yeah, you would go to the PlayStation Store and redeem the code, and then you would be into the beta. You have to download the beta.
Okay, all right.
So, what did you think? Like, was there any? Did you think people are going to be happy with the game? Was it boring? I have a lot of people asking that question. Do you think it was boring?
Destiny?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a beta, so it's kind of hard to say that the whole game is going to be boring. But the beta isn't boring at all.
Okay.
So the whole game, when you open up more planets to explore and stuff like that, I don't think it would be boring.
Oh, shout out to Jeremy Otis. He says, "What's up? Hashtag sell PS4, get Wii U. That's what's up. Start the movement. Let's get that going." Blazing Phoenix says, "Hey guys, love the podcast. Do you guys think the Xbox One will be the new hardcore gamers console of choice like the OG Xbox was?" I already did a video on that. I think it already is. Like,
if I would say if they continue to get exclusives and continue, new IPs, new videos and stuff, yeah. And especially if Sony stays with this whole remastered, rehash shit, then yeah.
I reckon it set the trend for hardcore gamers because, like, from the OG days, they had a lot of great games. It was a hardcore gamer's dream, the OG Xbox. And now, from the 360, they took it to a whole another level. And now with the new Xbox One, man, they got some great exclusives, man. Like, Quantum Break, Sunset Overdrive, Scalebound. They're proper hardcore games coming.
Hey, let me ask you guys this real quick, okay? While we're talking about this, I did a video on this too the other day. I think Fable Legends looks awesome. I'm a big Fable fan, but I think Fable Legends looks like a completely different game than the first.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that they kind of lost me with that.
could they have gotten away? And I think don't get me wrong. I think that Fable Legends is going to be awesome, but I just don't think it's going to have that same Fable feel.
Yeah.
Could they have maybe just called that a completely new IP and then did Fable 4 down the line? Because I think you could have got away with like changing the graphical look slightly, and it could have been just a completely new IP.
Yeah.
Well, if they didn't say that was Fable, I would have known it was Fable. Because the direction again, they could have named it something else, but maybe it may tie into the story. So it is. We don't know any of the story about the game, so you know.
Yeah, like what we saw people are assuming when I did the video saying, "Hey, it looks great, but is it changing too much from the other Fable games?" People were like, "Well, what is it?" So yeah, it is very conflicted. We don't know what it is. What we saw at E3 was the multiplayer portion.
What is going on with somebody's mic?
I don't know. Someone's back there blowing a cop.
But some people thought it was an always online game, which isn't the case. There's an offline mode, but you always have 4 people, whether it be AI or actual other people. So I think that's weird because you used to be able to just go out on your own or have your dog or whatever, and just so I think that they could have gotten even more press by having that a new IP and then doing Fable 4 later because
whose mic is going in and out?
I don't know.
Not mine.
I don't hear anything.
Mine's, yeah, I don't hear nothing either.
I don't hear nothing either right now.
Oh.
So yeah, I think that.
Now you know what you hearing? You hearing a fan? That's next gen's fan.
No, I ain't got no fan.
You got no fan going?
I don't hear shit.
You hearing a fan? It sounds like somebody got a fan going.
I don't hear shit.
Hey, somebody wants to know. This was a question for Showstopper. They wanted to know why. Will you ever do your own personal podcast on your own channel?
No, I would not. I'm
Justin
good.
Burt asked that. He's like, "Hey, why not do your own?"
No,
he will.
This
no.
So you
don't need it.
Hey, listen,
he gets 6,000 subscribers.
Listen, tell me.
I'm leaving once I get 6,000 subscribers. Like crap.
Hey, listen, but I just want to say this now for the record. A lot of you guys, this is our show. Our old people are not. We all make. I don't make big gamers by myself. Also, we all come together to make big gamers small talk. So you know what I mean. That's it's,
sometimes we do it on my channel too. I mean.
Yeah.
He had the biggest channel at the time, and then so that's why we started doing it that way. We were doing it on his, So, but we'll sometimes, it's an equal thing. We look at it as our kind of thing. Hey, man, we got a lot of questions now.
Yeah.
Let's see. 20 RLM says, how much difference do you guys think GTA 5 will look on next gen? A few details or port with some upgrades.
Probably port with some upgrades. I don't think they're gonna.
I said the same
invest a lot of time into that.
I support with some upgrade. That game comes out when also in October, November.
Yeah, I think
November. I think so. November. Yeah.
We haven't seen much from that game either. Besides E3, we haven't really much from that game either. I just don't want. Here's my thing. I say it again and again. I don't want this generation to be predestined on just nothing but rehash and remakes. You know what I mean? When I think of next generation, I think of these new next generation experiences, not a fresh coat of paint, on the same goddamn game. You know what I mean? That would really suck this generation for real.
Yeah. It's starting out because this just it's no games right now. I don't think the remaster would be a problem if there was other games coming out that was appealing. But I think it's a big deal because it's nothing really right now to play.
New experiences,
so new experiences, man, because we all come to this generation looking for those new experiences, and we're not getting it right now. It's just we getting some, but it's not like, maybe this is how it always been. I don't know, man, but it just feel like we over exaggerating the remasters. That's just a take on it.
Hey, Demon Wolf asks. Demon Wolf is a good buddy of mine on Twitter and Xbox Live and stuff. He says, "What game do you think will flop due to being overhyped? Destiny, Sunset Overdrive, or Quantum Break?"
I don't see none of them really being overhyped or flopping.
Yeah.
I think all of them will do well.
I don't know. It depends on what your definition of flop is. I think they're all going to sell. Destiny obviously is going to sell the most because it's on 4 platforms, but possibly 5 if they add PC later. So yeah, I think that both Quantum Break and Sunset Overdrive will do well over 1 million. So I'm not sure. It's hard saying. I
Yeah,
think that
no,
a lot of people are going to buy Sunset Overdrive. I think.
yeah, Sunset Overdrive. Yeah,
Definitely.
a lot of people are looking forward to that game. Actually, I
Yeah.
am. I know I am.
It's got eight player co-op, man. So it's gonna be dope. That game. It's gonna be mad dope.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Infrared says if you had to choose choose between Assassin's Creed Unity or Shadow of Mordor, which one?
Assassin's Creed.
Probably Assassin's Creed because I like the look of that game. It's like 4-player co-op. I like that. I think that they built that.
I like Shadow of Mordor too, but I'll definitely have to go with Assassin's Creed. But I do like that game, Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah. It looks good.
Slick.
It actually looks a little bit like Assassin's Creed. Like it looks like it plays a little bit like
I
that.
mean, when the climbing mechanics is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Let's see. Yomo Flow. What's up, Yomo Flow? Shout out Yomo Flow, guys.
Yomo, what's up, Flo?
Momo, what's going on, man?
He says, do you think the pre-order and pre-download features will come in September for Xbox One?
Yep.
I think that it's, as long as it comes before October, because that's when they had said on the Sunset Overdrive TV that it would be available for Sunset Overdrive, which comes out at the end of October. So I don't even think that it necessarily has to be an update like the ones we're getting. They can just add it in. You know what I mean? And I think that that's important. I really, as far as the updates go, love what they're doing. But the two big things that I want as an Xbox One owner is the screenshot shareability, which they're working on, and the voice chat or the voice messaging.
And don't forget the digital trade-ins as well. I want that feature.
Well, yeah, they're supposedly working on that too. So, I mean, I like the monthly updates. I think it's cool. It gives us all something to look forward to. Yeah. And it's nice that the company's not just doing stability updates because, I mean, if we were just coming back every month to a stability update, that would get a little bit annoying. Like last generation, 360 owners got really excited for their big update once a year, right? We got that big update. Yeah. The PS3 owners got an update like every month, but it was mostly just bullshit. Like this long ass update that did nothing. So yeah, I like the idea of looking forward. Sorry, I was just laughing at someone who said Sunset Overdrive will flop. It is fun, but will lack true variety. Yeah, I just love assholes on here. Get back to get back to digging that ditch. Break time's over, bitch.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Let's see.
I got a good one from the Dark Knight D-Knight 221. How long do you think this generation will last? I say 5 years.
I think it'll last 5 years from this year.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna start seeing new consoles in
2019. We'll see them in 2018, and then they'll release in 2019.
Yeah, 2019, 2020. It won't be 8 years, 9 years like the PS3 or the 360 were. No, so that's 5 years. We're gonna have new hardware. Everyone's already EA's talking about it. AMD is talking about it. Microsoft's already hiring people to work on the next console. So
they were saying that, but it could have been anything. They could be already thinking about doing a slimmer version.
Man, I don't know if I want that thing slimmer. I like the fact that it can vent out, and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's cool how it is, but the big rumor that I read in the official Xbox magazine this month was the white Xbox One being announced at Gamescom. Now, do you think this? All right, they had a really good E3, or so we all thought. They had the better E3. Now that they didn't show Quantum Break, and they're going to show that at Gamescom and possibly announce this white bundle. I think that might have been a good idea because now they could possibly steal the show at Gamescom too by saying, hey, we got this white bundle coming out, or maybe we have a Master Chief bundle coming out too. Here's actual gameplay from Quantum Break. It's fantastic. Here's a couple surprises. I think they're really setting themselves up for a big Gamescom as well.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at it, right, they need a big European showing. They haven't released in all the territories over there.
Oh yeah.
I got a question from LMA Gaming for you guys. Which exclusive IP are you guys looking forward to coming to current gen Xbox One, PS4, Wii U? versus Fanatical Leon. That's during 2014, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
It's got to be exclusive.
I'm looking forward to Sunset Overdrive. I suppose that's the one that I definitely want.
Right now, Sunset Overdrive first.
Zaire?
I'm sorry. What happened, bro?
Which exclusive you looking for?
For what, this year?
This year and next.
Oh, exclusive?
Yeah.
Next year, we don't know about too much for next year besides Quantum Break.
And Halo 5.
And Halo 5. And this year, I will exclusive. Sunset Overdrive and the Master Chief Collection. I want to play Halo. Because I didn't finish Halo 4. My son borrowed it. Never bought it back. I want to, right now I'm looking for.
I don't lend anybody my games anymore.
Yeah, no, man. Like I said, right now I'm taking applications. You guys want to play some Halo 4 with me? I want to finish the story. So that's what I'm looking forward to this year. I don't know. I'm not saying the multiplayer have me more stoked, but I'm really looking forward to The Witcher. To be honest with you, The Witcher.
Oh yeah, I like The Witcher too, but that's not exclusive. That's a.
That's a multiplayer.
What about you, Warrior?
Yeah.
What are you looking for exclusively?
What was that? I heard wind just then. That was it.
What are you looking forward to exclusively this year?
I'm exclusively on one or the other.
Yeah, on any platform. I mean, what's the game you're most
Wii
looking
U,
forward
PS4, Xbox One.
Exclusively this year on PS4. Exclusively, wow.
It could be Xbox
to?
One or
It can be Xbox One or PS4. I mean, what exclusive?
Hey, what trolling, man? Y'all gotta catch what he doing, man. Go ahead, though.
What's it?
Go ahead, man.
You actually just lost me, Showstopper. What do you?
Nah, you keep sitting here. You thinking real hard, like exclusively.
Oh yeah, exclusive.
Wow. But go ahead, though.
Treat it like Sony. Destiny. That's an exclusive, right?
I was gonna say that, but then I realized it wasn't. Probably I'm looking forward to seeing what Drive Club looks like, because that whole rain demo that they showed, the car and all that did look good, and then on Xbox.
That's patched in later.
And then on Xbox, I'm probably looking forward to the Master Chief Collection.
Gotcha.
Hey, I gotta address this. Somebody's making a comment in here. Lil Wezzy. Okay, he says, "Crap gamer, you're such a hypocrite. You say sales don't matter and FPS and res don't matter, but if it was flopped and the X1 was doing better than the PS4 and better FPS and res, you would be all over it like a pig making 10 vids on it. But since it's not, you damage control and say it doesn't matter. If it did matter, then why is the PS4 destroying the X1? First of all, I'll say the Xbox 360 absolutely dominated the PS3 almost the entire generation, and in the U.S., what is like 25 million ahead. The resolution Xbox 360 was running 720 and better frame rate on almost every multi-platform game. I never made a video about it. I didn't care. It wasn't a big deal with the press or anybody like it is now. So I definitely don't think those things do matter. You're trying to pigeonhole me as one thing, and I'm telling you honestly, I'm telling you honestly that it's not like that. It's not damage control, and the PS4 isn't destroying anything. I think that the fact that it's
in more countries.
Yeah, I think the fact that it was cheaper all but 1 month, and it's in 77 territories compared to 13 has a little something to do with that. I mean, you can sit there and say whatever, and it would probably still be ahead but it would only be maybe 1 million or maybe 2 million, right? Or 1.5 million. It's not going to be 3.5, 4 million. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that you keep on trying to make the PS4 look like some godly thing or whatever, and I'm sure it's a fine console, but let's be honest, the thing isn't really going to have anything that interests me personally right now. So.
Yo, Crap, there's a question for you from Lee the Hitman. He's saying, yo, Crap, what do you think about the Devil's Third on the Wii U? Because that's the games that will make him get a Wii U.
You know what? I think that it looks fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I like Itagi. I like his work. I was really into the way he makes boobs jiggle in games. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that works in a Wii U game.
I've never played
to me, it looks like a fucking another Ninja Gaiden type game. I don't know. I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
got this. It's kind of crazy. He makes like crazy kind of games. I don't know. I'm interested in it for sure. It's an M game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Has he
definitely.
made like Dead or Alive? Was he a part of that?
Yeah, like the Dead or Alive Ultimate stuff, and he also made Ninja Gaiden on
Is there some
the
mature
original
game?
Xbox. Yeah, it's a rated M
Listen,
game.
you can say all you got to say to be a mature game on the Wii U. All you got to say is hell, and you get an M rating.
Well,
What
no,
the
I mean
hell?
it's this game is it's an M rated game.
You
That
can
surprises me,
you
man.
can clip your toenails a little bit after dark and get an M rating on the Wii U. Jesus, Wii U's dog shit.
Hey, I think we should touch on this because this is kind of getting on my nerves. The guy had asked a question and said, "What do you think?" Hold on, let me get it. About the division in the Xbox community right now. What you think about the division in the Xbox community right now?
I think that it does no good to argue within the community. Because the front is already, look, when I was first got into doing the videos, Next Gen was one of the only pro Xbox people I saw. Now there's lots of pro Xbox people, right?
Right.
You don't need to divide that because it seems like you're just making headway to where,
I'm about to get it. I'm down the hill. Saying,
hey, Next Gen, mute your mic.
I'm not home.
Next Gen, mute your mic.
Hold on one second.
We got Next Gen talking on the phone in the middle of the podcast. So,
ain't that something?
And it's his podcast.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Next Gen, mute your mic.
So basically, what you're gonna have is you're gonna divide the community and make it weaker and make us look like you know what I'm saying. It doesn't do any good to argue between ourselves. I think that it's
I'm getting it 4K surround sound. I'm sorry.
It doesn't make sense to divide the community any further than
With the Xbox.
Yeah, in the Xbox community, yeah, they asking questions like, "What do you think about the dividing of the Xbox
it's not
community?"
really dividing. I just think that let me say, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna speak for, and I may get a lot of grief from this. How you say certain people in this Xbox community, quote unquote, has been hating on me since day one for whatever reason. I just don't pay that shit no mind. I keep it moving. I'm not gonna say their names, but they constantly talk about me, talk about this show, talk about members of this show. I just think you have a small percentage of people out there that are very jealous. You know what I mean? And people, like I said, it's not the whole community. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm just being real. I was not the only one of the few. Only people here, especially at the E3, was waving this Xbox flag. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I don't pay that shit no mind. It's a bunch of weirdos, man. That's what I call them. A bunch of weirdos, man.
My take on it is, support one another. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how stupid you might think a movement is, or what's going on with anything that anybody is doing. You know what I'm saying? If it's positive and if it's something for the Xbox brand, just support it. You don't have to go at it and attack this person because they doing something just like what my man Iron Wolf is doing. I know he's catching a lot of grief from a lot of different little people. Just support. You know what I'm saying? All he asked for was support. You know what I'm saying? That was it. It don't hurt or kill anybody. It don't hurt. It don't hurt or kill anybody to hashtag the Marcus Phoenix collection. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to kill you, even if you don't agree with it. It's a lot of things a lot of people do, you know what I'm saying, that I don't agree with, but I will support it. You know what I'm saying? It's not about all that.
You know what the ad was saying? So much. Even if you don't support, you ain't got to tear it down.
You ain't got to tear it down. That's another thing. You don't have to support it.
And like go out your way making a video trying to tear it down. If you don't agree with me, be a man about it and tell me to my face that you don't agree with it.
They ain't got to tell you shit. Just keep it moving.
Just keep it moving. They ain't got to tell you nothing. Just if they don't support it, just let it go. Let it ride. That's where a lot of the division come from when people don't like a certain thing. Or it could be many different reasons, but
the reason why it is because they never thought of the idea. So whatever the reason why they be hating on somebody.
Whatever the reason may be, you know what I'm saying. Whatever it might be, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, it's not right to do anybody like that. And I don't care if it was, go from Blaze. It can be my man Kid Smooth. It can be any YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? That has something that's going on just support it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we a community. You know, when I came to this community, a lot of people showed me love. You know what I'm saying? And support. You know what I'm saying? Started with Next Gen pestering me to do videos. You know what I'm saying? And then I did it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to at first, but now I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing it and I love it. And then I got support from other YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? From all over, you know what I'm saying? And just the support is what got me to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying everybody just need to chill out, you know what I'm saying? Check their egos and just calm down with that stuff, man.
Yeah,
that's just where I'm at with
you know what I noticed? I noticed a lot of the jealousy stuff too with it, and that's foolish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
foolish stuff, man.
It is. It's really, really stupid because at the end of the day, if you have something that you want to get said and you're good at it or whatever, and you keep up with your channel, then you'll have success. Not everybody is going to have a ton of success on there, but like to hate on somebody because maybe they have a bit faster success or they're doing like he's doing this movement Iron Wolf is, and that's pretty successful and it's getting a lot of notoriety. I can see where some people might get a little bit of who the hell is Darth Vadering?
I don't know.
Well, okay, yeah. So I could see why, man, somebody's going to town. But yeah, I could.
What do you say?
Somebody banded their lap up, like, or there's a bunch of lubrication going on in the back. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He said, "Who is Darth Vader?"
Yeah, I could see how there could be a little bit of jealousy, but there shouldn't be. I mean, we should be helped. Like like a lot of people, like that Microbox of X guy. He does a really good channel. Anybody that I see that I can help out, I will until they like try to, if you hear that they're talking about you or whatever, that comes with the territory, I guess. But, I like to keep my nose clean, and help everybody out if I can. And I feel like it's not going to kill people to support each other in a little way or two. Like I did a video supporting the Marcus Phoenix collection. I put it up on the Xbox One fan page. You know what I'm saying? That's like 400,000 people.
You're being real, man. You're being real. You're contributing towards the movement, and you'll be remembered for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that was not really like, oh man, I got to do this, or man, that's gonna get bigger than.
You won't flip flopping or anything like that.
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with flip flopping, man. It ain't got nothing to do with flip flopping. It's just, the thing is, it's just, I just think everybody just should, the community is just yay big. You know what I'm saying? And everybody just should be supporting one another. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be expecting this kind of shit from Sony fans. I'll be expecting their own, man. Your own community hating on you, man. That's some fucked up shit, bro, man.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's not even. I'm gonna take it one step further because, and I hate to say to be the gamer to say I told you so, but these certain people that you can vouch for this or whatever. I told just watch out for whatever reason they always have their own little agenda, and but you know what? I don't give it the time of day. I don't think about it. You never see me come out and making a video, about unless it really gets that extreme. But about another pro Xbox channel. Not saying we have a game, some type of fucking. We're all gamers at the end of the day, but I just the more successful you become at something for whatever reason. People, if you put in my name Next Gen 720, you see about 16,000 videos. I'm just being honest. It doesn't bother me. I just keep that lets me know that I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
hey, here's a question for Worry Wart. Hey, he says Travis Powell says, Worry, what's going on with your channel, bro?
It's kind of.
You can address it since I get all these questions. What happened to Worry's channel? What happened to Worry's channel? Like about 25 messages sent to me asking that.
It's kind of hard to address without going on a long. Everything you just spoke about.
Yeah.
I actually am doing. I don't want to be part of because I don't really see it stopping. I see people arguing back and forth. It's never going to end.
Yeah.
And it's just not something that I personally enjoy, and it wasn't something that I personally wanted to be a part of.
Right.
So. That's why.
Worry Ward is officially announcing his retirement from YouTube community, although he will continue to do the podcasts.
No.
Something along those lines. Or he's taking a break. Who knows? Maybe one day he'll be like, screw that, man. I'm going to get back in and start doing Speederman 2 videos. You know what I mean? Hopefully, anyway. Man, we got all kinds of people asking questions. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. Blah blah blah. Oh, a lot of Marcus Phoenix collection hashtags in here.
Yeah. Pretty hot right now, man.
Oh, here we go. A little bit of a troll question. Zaire, why did you buy a 4K TV to play Xbox One games at 900p?
Okay, I knew that question was coming. Shit, where's my box?
Now the only one that we need is the $12,000 PC question. Oh, and there it is.
Yeah, right. Ladies and gentlemen, for the record, I do more than just play games, and I also watch movies. And I'm just being real. Playing my game.
Hey, next gen, would you obviously say even though there's not 4K games, that obviously the games are still going to look pretty fucking good on your TV, right?
Yeah, the games look amazing. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's like, at first, I'm gonna plug the game up to the TV. It looked like the first time I got the PS4 and the Xbox One in my house, it blew me away. So, yes, I don't buy for the resolution. I also watch the movies and shit also, man. It's a kick ass TV, man. But the real question is, why do you care?
Because they're assholes and they have their breaks from digging ditches or
flipping. Oh man, he bought a 4K TV to play at 900p. What the fuck's wrong with that guy? Oh man.
Hey, Justin Burt has a question for Iron Wolf. He says, "What do you think of the current Xbox community? What are its best and worst features?"
Community?
Well, the best features, let's just put it that way, is that there are certain guys in the community that always go behind one another. They're always supporting each other no matter what. And then you got others that are snakes, really, and that's the negatives about it. But we all need to be one. We all need to unify and support one another. So the way I see it, those are the pros and cons, man.
I mean, if you're gonna say it's all about gaming all the time, and then after you're done saying that, you go make 1,000 beef videos,
right?
It's not about gaming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about gaming. Keep it gaming, keep it supportive. Whatever movements we all have, just support it. As long as
Blaze need to coin that, man, because he always tell everybody that keep it gaming, keep it Xbox. That's what he say. Keep it Xbox. Keep it Xbox. Yeah, but yeah. I mean,
no, I'm sorry, not to come on, but even, you know what? It's let you know that our community is so small that you can see what's the pros and cons of the community, because you got Sony people, they say pro Sony gamers on YouTube do videos about each other all the time. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really come down to the community. I think it's more the individual. You got motherfuckers that just hate for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I don't think the console choice has anything to do with it. This motherfucker's a weirdo. You know what I mean? Because you look on YouTube, so you see 1,000, I see quote unquote beat videos, and they're both pro PlayStation gamers. Or whatever. Only play on the PS4, whatever the case may be. It's just that people are, into that type of shit, you know what I mean? But you don't hear about it so much on the Xbox side, so when it does happen, it's like, the fuck, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man, Bang, bang, next box, one game. Next question.
There you go.
Let's see. BK Bedsty says...
BK Bedspread? What the fuck?
I don't know what the hell his name is. He says, did you guys say last week that the Xbox One would output in 4K sometime in the future? This was an article that we were reading, and we're talking about apparently they can upscale games to 4K, and they can do, like, some games, I guess, in 4K. I guess that would be... people assume that it would be like huge games. It would probably be smaller games, like arcade type games that would actually be native 4K. Actually, they said that Halo 2 Anniversary could have been 4K, but not with the way they were using like anti-aliasing and all that other stuff and the better AI and stuff like that. Because the more resolution you put in your games, the less things you can put in the games like AI, aliasing, textures. It all takes a hit. That's a lot of times, not to sound like a broken record, but a lot of times when you'll see an Xbox One game at 900p and a PlayStation 4 game at 1080p, and you see screenshots side by side, you'll see the Xbox One version will oftentimes have better textures, because less resolution means you can do better textures and things like that occasionally. So, not hating, just saying that's how it works sometimes. So you will see probably some upscale stuff, and they do have this upscaler called the Henna 2, which is really powerful, one of the best upscalers you can get. So it does really well.
We've got a question from Torty Man saying that will Quantum Break move a lot of Xbox Ones?
No.
I don't think so neither.
It probably won't.
It's just a good game. It's just gonna be a solid.
I mean,
good
I've
game.
seen some people, like some hardcore gamers, say, "Hey, yeah, like that's the game I'm gonna get it for." But I don't think like you're gonna see millions of people go out and get an Xbox One for that game.
Well, Alan Wake sold really well though, so.
Well, Alan Wake actually bombed at first. It released the same day as Red Dead Redemption and got crushed. Oh my gosh, that game really got tore up. And then it ended up, because it went on to have such a cult following, that it sold a lot afterwards. Like it went over.
Down to 30, when it went down to like $30 or something, and it went digital and went down to $30. It picked up a lot of.
I bought that shit brand new. I was like, hey, I want to buy that. I want to support that developer. Yeah, it was one of my favorite games last generation. So yeah.
Game. It's creepy as fuck, but great game. That fucking. We got 3 last questions we can do. 3 good ones.
Yeah,
3
hold
good
on.
ones?
I'm looking.
Let me refresh the page. Hold up. Let me refresh the page.
There's a comment. Hard Luck Gaming says a white Xbox One bundle with Halo Collection or Sunset Overdrive should be released in response to Sony Destiny PS4 bundle. I heard, and it's even in the official Xbox magazine, that the white Sunset Overdrive bundle is going to be announced at Gamescom. They might announce the Halo one later because Halo comes out after Sunset Overdrive. To me, it's missing an opportunity if they don't announce a Halo-themed Xbox One. You got to do it. We've already seen Sony doing this. They did the Frozen one. They're doing a Last of Us one as well with the little etches of Last of Us characters on it or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're already doing a giveaway at the San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah, did you see that, Iron Wolf? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're doing, I think, giving away 30 different custom Xbox Ones at San Diego Comic Con.
You need to sell them shits to the public, though.
The Master Chief one looks fantastic.
Yes, it does.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, but Sony does. One thing I do say, I don't know, it's why they lose money. Sony does a bundle for every fucking thing. Bullshit, the Minecraft bundle,
including multiplats too, man.
Yeah, the Minecraft bundle, the Drive Club bundle. You know what I mean? The Beyond Two Souls bundle. Like they do a bundle for every goddamn thing. You know what I mean? But if they were, if I would say that if that's Microsoft weak spot, like they don't do a lot of great bundles like theme consoles when it comes to like their big hits. Like there should be a fucking Master Chief Collection bundle for the Xbox One. I don't know if you pick the motherfucker green or something or whatever.
Next gen, do you know why they do these bundles? Do you know why? To make it look like that it's an exclusive. That's the only reason why they do it.
Well, I mean, with that, the same, but it also, for what it helps move the software and the hardware. You know what I mean? Like some people like the double, some people are just collectors, man. Like I would buy another Xbox if it was Halo themed or some shit like that, or Sunset if it's like nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the way these next generation consoles look, but if I can get another one with like a fine print on it or something, like that'd be nice. It'd be dope shit, man. Oh,
I agree. I mean, that's what you do. You try to get some added, people maybe would want to buy one that says Halo on it. There's a lot of Halo fans out there,
Yeah, Halo's huge. It's $1 billion franchise, man.
It makes the most sense. It makes the most sense to do that. Hey, what is your guys' take on this whole beta thing? I mean, it seems like that's the new big thing for these companies to do. Like the Evolve beta is exclusive to Xbox One this year. We had all this hoopla all over the alpha for Destiny. Yeah.
Oh no, crap. I got one. I was gonna do a video on this, but fuck it, I'll give you. What do you got? What both Microsoft and Sony are doing is this early rewards program or something. When you get to play these games that like they show at E3 in the early forums and stuff for like $30 fee or something. What do you think about that? You know what I mean? Like you're basically paying either a monthly fee or a yearly fee to play demos. Like before. Like, what do you think about that? You hear about it? Like the early rewards program or some shit like that? You didn't hear about it? No, I'm not even.
Okay. You mean the developers getting early access or whatever?
Yeah, early access program. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that it's stupid. I mean, there's not really anything else to say unless it's almost finished. What's the point in possibly spoiling the game for yourself with the unfinished game?
Yeah, it'll ruin the enjoyment of the full release.
Like I would avoid that, to be honest with you. Like part of me wants to avoid the Destiny thing beta, but part of me wants to play it too because I heard that it might be boring, so I want to see for myself before I actually get into it. Yeah. Hey, we actually have a really good question. B Money 101 says, "Do you think Halo 5 and Gears will be the games that bring 360 owners to the Xbox One?"
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Hang
think
on.
so. I actually think I actually have a good number of Xbox 360 owners that are just waiting for the Gears remastered to switch over. That's the reason they want. They just play Gears pretty much now on the 360, and they're waiting for that to come over before they buy an Xbox One. So I think that yes, you're gonna see. You're gonna see him come over. Hopefully, not waiting for Gears 4 because that shit might not come out till 2017.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner, but damn, man, I hope that they come out with the remasters that keep,
I,
you got to keep people interested in the franchise. You can't just let it go for 10 years,
but yes, bitch, yes, bitch, hell yeah, people are waiting, to get those, buy our next. But let's be real. We said before, there's not much reason, but 90% of these games are coming out on the 360 and the PS3 and also the PS4 and the Xbox One. So
Even Shadow of Mordor, Alien Isolation, all these
Yep.
games, Destiny,
Yep.
they're all coming out on last-gen hardware as well. So
Yep.
I think that anybody that really wants to play these games, you can still play. They're still the same games. I don't care. Like we're advocates. We all have the new systems, but it's the same goddamn games. You're still gonna get. You might get Destiny at a slightly reduced graphical whatever on last gen, but you can still play the same game on last gen hardware. That's saying something. So I think that is going to be huge until they start phasing those consoles out completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question from Ogamazio. He said, Amazio, are you guys ready for Gamescom?
Yeah, I'm excited for that shit, man. I think Microsoft's going to take it.
Oh, so shit. You got that PS4 that can't be stopped. But
Yeah.
like I said, right now, I'm not betting it's the PS4 anymore, man. I don't give a fuck how shit they line up
Oh,
is.
no, don't get me
It's
wrong.
done.
No, dude, fucking Yoshida can get up there and fucking jerk off for 90 minutes, and people would say that Sony won the fucking conference. So,
Yeah.
I know next gen would love that.
Hell, shit. I told you that when I did a video about him falling asleep at Gamescom on the stage, they were like, "Oh, next gen, he's tired. He's been doing such a wonderful job with it." I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, if Phil Spencer fell asleep at fucking Gamescom, what do you think people would say?
Oh man, they were
I
really
would fall
fucking.
asleep too because Xbox ain't got shit. Oh,
They
blah blah
fell asleep
blah.
because everything was in so much
Yeah.
1p. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They would turn it into something about resolution. What a fucking bunch of idiots. God damn, man, I can't stand them damn Sony ponies. God.
Man.
Let's see. Here we go. A good one. Sam H says, so do you think they're going to make an Xbox One Slim anytime soon?
No. I don't think so.
Anytime soon. Like I think they could be in the planning stages of it, but I don't think it's going to be soon.
I will wait till I say when the system becomes more popular.
Yeah. Basically, it took them 5 years to do it with the 360, and that had Red Ring of Death. So I don't think they're going to do it real soon. I think they could be in the early planning stages of it. Unless they want to come, maybe they could be just working on a new SKU, maybe one with a 1 terabyte or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're working specifically on a Slim or whatever. That's purely speculation on our part.
Oh wait, listen, I got two good questions, and they both aimed at me, and you guys can pick two. I think this is from Justin Burt. Next Gen 720, you were one of the few pro Xbox guys during this time last year. What allowed you to become to continue despite the overwhelming amount of hate from all sides? To be honest with you, like I've said again and again, one person eat doesn't make me shit. I liked it. I liked it. I like what Microsoft showed. I like the games. Besides the games, I like the features. I like the fact that my console can multitask. And anybody else think me, I don't buy used games any motherfucking way. I don't trade in my games. I don't buy used games. So the DRM thing never bothered me. So like I said, I like the games that Microsoft showed. I like the features, the dedicated servers, and all that shit just sold me. You know what I mean? So that's why, I don't know, you guys, maybe you guys can ask, why do you guys chose, to go with the Xbox, whatever the case at launch or whatever?
Games.
Okay.
me personally, I just liked it, the Xbox brand. You know, I've been with Xbox. It didn't really bother me with everything else. They just get me as a gamer. You know, just certain little things. That's how they style of games is. I just love it. You know, and just the things that they bring. They got a whole with the online and everything. It's just a different style, and I just love what they bring to the table.
Okay.
So, you know.
Okay. There's a question here from 20RLM. He asked how much difference do you guys think GTA 5 will look on next gen?
It depends. I mean, I didn't see it. I mean, it's going to look better. I mean, don't get me wrong. There, you know, if you're comparing a next generation game to a current gen, you know, there's a big difference. You guys can't judge by what you see on YouTube and stuff, but it's going to be a big difference, you know. Now the question is, if you already played it, is graphics enough to make you go be out and buy the game all over again? To me, I never played it, you know, so it'd be new to me, you know. I never played it.
I thought it looked good on last gen. I think that it'll probably look better. And
do you think it'll be 60 frames?
No, I think it's going to be
1080p 30.
30. I don't think it's going to be 1080p on the Xbox One either.
Oh no, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, listen, wait. Listen to another question here from Peter. And maybe I can put this to rest. From Peter 5747. Questions I hear. Why are you hating on the Wii U, bro? It's way better than the shit Station 4. Just being real. To be honest. Again, if you guys know me from day one, I went out and bought the Wii U. Day one purchase. And the reason why I bought the Wii U is because I fell into, the hype. I didn't care for the Wii. I'm gonna put that out there. I didn't care for the Wii whatsoever. And I wanted something new. I've been on the current generation consoles for 2005, and the last 7 to 8 years. I wanted something new. I wanted some graphics, and that's why I got a gaming PC, the first one, because you know I got tired of those same muddy-looking graphics and textures. Okay, now with that being said, when I bought the console day one, I'm like, damn, I'm buying a console in 2012 that couldn't do the basic shit that the original Xbox did in 2002. You know, that voice chat wasn't mandatory. Game advice wasn't mandatory. You know, join session in progress, and I didn't understand it. Like, you know, I understand how the fuck did they put out the console, you know, and said they're going to compete with the PS4 and the Xbox One, and they couldn't do the basic shit that the older consoles did. You know what I mean? So I had a really big issue for that, because they told me, this is what Peter Moore, not Peter Moore, what's my man named? Reggie said that the days of the Wii U being left behind is no more. You know, I mean, they're going to be able to compete, and that's what's true. They put out, again, a next-generation console that really can't run any next-generation engines. So you're going to have all these next-generation games that are coming out, like Assassin's Creed Unity and all that shit, they can't run on the Wii U. So, you know, I was like, what the fuck this, you know? Like, to me, I look at it as Nintendo was, that they were 7 years late to the HD party. That was a quick cash grab for them, you know? That's and again, I'm glad that, you know, it wasn't a big success or a hit, because it really would have held the generation, you know, back, because you wouldn't see too many games. Well, you don't see too many now, but you really wouldn't see too many games using Unreal Engine 4 because it can't run on the Wii U. So that's, you know, I don't like Nintendo's policies either, man. They're just too fucking strict. So if anyone listens, that's my whole thing. They're too fucking strict, you know.
They want to be your parents, man.
I got Ryan McCafferty from IGN. He says tomorrow at 9 a.m. on IGN they're going to have the first and only 1080p Xbox One Destiny footage. Then he says final game will be 1080p, but beta is 900p. So, and then he follows that up with, and yes, it's my hope that XDK maturity will help get most all Xbox One games to 1080p native, so that resolution isn't discussed anymore. To which I smartly responded, a lot of sites run with that resolution stuff. Everyone knows the Destiny beta is not 1080p on Xbox One, but not a word on a less than 1080p Battlefield Hardline beta on the PS4. So, yeah.
See, that's the bullshit right there, crap. If we didn't do what we do, listen, I'm just being, we get called up for being fanboys when we overly talk about Sony's bad news, because that's the talk of the town about this whole Destiny thing, beta not being 1080p. But, you know, when Sony came on stage and lied and said, hey, the only place you can play Battlefield Hardline beta 1080p,
60 frames a second, glorious, Mr. Adam Boyes, you lying sack of shit.
And no one, there's not a problem with that. See, that's the bullshit that I'm talking about, you know. That's why sometimes I go on my rant. Maybe there's so much that I hate Sony, it's just the shit like that. Like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. We got one last good one.
Oh man, we got a lot of good ones actually.
Pick two more. Pick two.
Okay. Infrared Beam says, since Sony got VR, would you buy an Illuma room?
Hell yeah, I said I would buy it
Fuck
for
yeah,
day one.
shit, yeah, I'll buy that.
I would love. Hell yeah. Me, taking some of my dick pills in here, my Oxycontin, I'll be having fucking gears all on the wall. I'll be fucking this bitch.
I mean,
like,
it does seem like a much cooler tech idea to me because you don't got to put shit on your face. You know, I'm not big on putting stuff on your face. I don't like that. You know, to game, it's just not cool.
Except balls.
Hey, man, I'm not the one that likes them brats, bro.
Y'all crazy.
He likes balls on his face.
Nah, man, that ain't me. It ain't like that. Wow, there's a couple of good ones. But anyway, let's see. This guy says, TCHGXD says, what would be your dream new IP for the Xbox One?
What would be my new what? What would be my dream?
Your dream new IP for the Xbox One. If you like your dream IP, yeah.
Brand new. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Something along the line that's different, like Sunset Overdrive, and something along the line that's going to push the edge, like Quantum Break with the digital actor. Something like we said we've never seen before and it's been done before.
Yeah, you know what I want? I want that RPG, that epic RPG. I feel like that first-party RPG, mind you, one that there's no fucking question of it going to another platform, and Microsoft actually discussed that. They want to build their own games from the ground up that they own or whatever that's really good. They need that. You know, there's Fable, and apparently Lionhead's working on this game called Eden Falls. It's supposed to be a new RPG, but I want that epic RPG. You know, could be like a sci-fi, could be anything, but just something new. That's what I'd want. Like some kind of epic ass RPG from them.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, that's it. Is that it?
Oh man, we got Blazing Phoenix says, what do you guys think about Microsoft if Microsoft buys Capcom? Phil Spencer makes a Resident Evil collection on the Xbox One.
Ooh, man, that sounds real cool, man.
Right, okay, listen.
But they need to get Capcom first, so.
Here's
Not
the
happening.
thing. Okay, here's the thing. Even with that, okay, but about the Capcom collection, I didn't like the first 3 Resident Evils. They were fun. I didn't like the engine. I didn't like the blocky moving. You know, I didn't like that. You know, that you had to run. I don't know what the fuck. You couldn't run around freely. It was like you were stuck on something. I didn't like that. You know, I liked it. You know, where you can move freely in 4 and 5.
Is somebody playing Vision X?
Yeah.
Because it had like a CCTV style camera view, man. I didn't really like that even myself.
Yeah, I always said that too. I didn't like the when people was all like, "Oh, Resident Evil sucks now," and I'm like, "Dude, you guys must remember the first couple differently than I do because it was pretty blocky. I hated the control scheme. I wasn't a big fan. I liked the games, of course, back then, but now, like, if you go back and try to play them,
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, Capcom has a lot of other great games besides Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, but I just want to state definitely they're not going to buy Capcom. Anybody, like, we got to stop dreaming about that. I don't think anybody's going to buy Capcom, but clearly Microsoft isn't going to buy Capcom.
Right.
All right. Before we go, I would rather see a Mega Man collection besides what do you call it? Resident Evil. I would say a Mega Man collection, to be honest with you, but that's just me. All right. Anything else?
We got one from Cogmirage. He said that, can you define hardcore gaming? Quantum Break has shown no gameplay, so don't call that hardcore.
That is a dumb.
They did show a little. Yeah.
They did actually. They showed.
God.
They're doing the actual. They're actually holding the full reveal for that. Gamescom. Yeah. So
Wait. What he doesn't consider Quantum Break being a hardcore game.
Hardcore game.
Yeah, hardcore game.
He didn't see any gameplay. It's like saying The Last of Us is not a hardcore game because the remaster, because we didn't see any gameplay back on the PlayStation 4. You did see some actual in-game footage from Quantum Break. That was some dumbass question.
Yeah, Sam Lake revealed it in that
we
little
can't end the show on that fucking question. Get back to digging that ditch, motherfucker. Stop wasting our time.
Don't hang up. Take that dick out. Take that Jap dick out your throat, man.
God damn, man.
Hey.
question. Yeah, he really ruined the mood of the show with that dumbass question. You lucky I ain't find a ban his ass from the channel. Who the fuck said that shit? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. We got a lot of people in here live today. I see over 120 on my end. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all for the love and support. Shout out to the special guest, Iron Wolf, with the Master Chief Collection movement. Thank him for coming by. And,
the Marcus Phoenix movement. Hashtag Marcus Phoenix Collection. Hashtag sell your PS4, buy Wii U. Let's get that shit going, people.
And don't forget, hashtag sell your PS4, buy Wii U. And don't forget to hashtag the Marcus Phoenix Collection on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social site you're on.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right, we gotta see you guys next week, and I'm gonna have a surprise for you next week. I'm gonna have a grandmother here live in the studio. That ass to us. God, we all feel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Peace and peace.